Two. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. Before I hand this over to Mark to continue on Unhallowed data, I'd like to give the typical shout outs. First and foremost, in the middle of the screen, you'll notice all those people that are in our way, or whatever ends up being the situation here. That is all brought to you through the Roll20 app. Allows us to pop up maps, artwork, keep our players situationally aware of whatever combat or situations they may be in. Also, we have a few characters up there that may have been created through Hero Forge. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, go to heroforge.com. It allows you to create a custom miniature. You can get from the typical 23mm size, or you can get it all the way up to 6-inch. You can also get the program if you have a 3D printer your own, or if you pay for a subscription with them, you can create a digital copy that you can use in your digital games at home. Another shout out is to GUICube. GUICube just finished up a huge Kickstarter not too long ago. They're just now finishing up a lot of other, the tidbits that come afterwards. Go to GUICube.com, check out, see what they got. They are a company that's created a world pretty much in the 5th edition D&D style that has been expanded upon by the community over the last several years. So if you have a chance, check them out, GUICube.com. They're also part of the project we're using on our new Saturday night game, GUI Reincarnate. We have a couple of actual sponsors. First and foremost, we have W Energy. W Energy is a good manufacturing practice certified product formulated to give you focus without jitters or crash. It has no calories, no sugars, and no fillers. If you use the code ROLLHITDIE at checkout, you can get 10% off your purchase. You can find them at w.gg. The other sponsor is Humble Bundle. They are a website that sells games, ebooks, software, and other digital products. Their mission is to support charity while providing awesome content. Use the same code, ROLLHITDIE, to let them know where you heard about them from. If you're watching us on Twitch, there's a few things to take into consideration. First and foremost, down below you'll notice by the chat bar we have a little bubble. We call it a chaos bubble. The longer you watch us, and the more you watch us in a row, such as like a streak, you get more points that you can use to spend and cause chaos in our D&D games, such as the Saturday night game or the bi-weekly Sunday night game. Down below you'll also notice in our little bio, if you're watching us on Twitch, there's two links. One is for Extra Life and one is for the website, our website at Roll Hit Die. The link to Extra Life takes you to their website and allows you to give to the Children's Miracle Network at any point in time throughout the year when you can and when you'd like to. The other one, of course, will take you to a website that gives you a little idea about our shows, some of our games, our characters, and stuff we've had in the past. But it also has a shop in case you just want to sport that swag that we have, such as the symbol at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and also some other things from some previous games we've had, such as our Mutants and Masterminds or our Vampire the Masquerade. Let's see, I think that's it as far as any of my typical announcements are concerned, so I will hand it off to Liam and Mark. They can do their little shout out, and then Mark can take it over from there.
Yes, if you're interested at all in Torg Eternity, please check out the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings. We have that on Ulysses International YouTube channel, as well as wherever you go to get your podcasts. You can just, again, look up Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings. We have episodes in a podcast format, but also record them for YouTube, in which we talk and discuss anything and everything Torg Eternity related. Currently, we are going through the Pan-Pacifica Cosm cards. So if you want to know about lore, if you want to know about specific rules, cards, etc., that is a great source. And you can also email us at torgdcd@gmail.com and ask us questions or send us comments, and we will read those and answer the questions and discuss the comments, etc. So that's one way, again, to get any and all information about Torg Eternity.
All right, Mark, it's all yours.
All right, so as we were investigating the Tree of Life last episode or season or whatever, what was it, last week session?
Week before last.
Yeah, a week before last. That's right. We missed last. Sorry about that. We missed last week. A couple folks were out. Um, we saw. Um, let's see. We saw there was a building that everybody decided they wanted to sneak into because they saw some people. They spotted some folks about knocked out at the back door, and so we went in there and discovered Pan Pacifica agents making essentially a smoothie out of this red and blue berry that was coming off of the fruit that was coming off of the tree. Oh, great! My headset's getting ready to die. And hijinks ensued. We fought a bunch of Pan Pacifica folks, and I believe who boxed up? Let's see. Somebody boxed up the machine. Boria boxed up the machine. Um, Jerome and Charlemagne decanted the smoothie into a canteen with a screw cap, so you got it in a canteen. And who has that? Does Jerome have it, or does Charlemagne have that?
I think Charlemagne has it.
I believe I do.
Okay. And then as you guys you guys were dealing with the Pan Pacifica folks, some gunshots or thunder claps in the case of Jerome echoed out of the building that alerted the people in the clearing that something was going on. And when you looked out of the, because it's like a warehouse thing with big roll-up doors open up, you saw half the Cartagus coming your way, all of the church police looking at you, and then you saw some of these various people in the clearing, the Pan Pacifica guys over to the right. They were making a break for the tree. At the same time, you saw the Victorian soldiers led by Caleb Wiles coming out of the clearing as everybody had turned and looked and were beginning to move in the direction of, including this guy here, who is Fernando Correa, the cyber priest in charge of everything. And then you saw as they were stepping away from the tree, because they were coming this way, because you guys are down here. In fact, let's do this. Let's move everybody down this way, because that's where we're at. I don't think everybody went in the building, though.
I think by the end of it, we all were in there.
That may you may be right. You may
By
be
the
right.
end of it, we were all in there.
Because
Yes.
two of us stayed outside to keep watch, and then when all
That's
the
right.
gunfire and stuff started, Craig and I can't remember who the other person was,
Who am I missing?
ran inside to.
Pierre, go ahead and drag yourself down to the south end of the map for me, because I think you were absent.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Pierre died.
Pierre did not die.
And
He's
then he
feeling
died.
much better.
Yeah,
You
just
got
jump
better.
around saying,
Yeah.
only flesh wound.
That's right. He got better. And everything is coming around, and everybody pretty much has seen everybody else, and there is no more hiding what's going on. And so we are going to kick off. And for the record, this is the Battle of the Five Armies.
Well, at least we know they have the dwarfs.
Yup. They got your
Wait,
ass.
Does the spook count as a giant evil in this case?
Well, hey, you know.
Electo, we could just start calling him Frodo.
I mean, well, Pierre can be a Frenchman,
I mean, yeah, Pierre's a Frenchman, so there we go.
so he can be like the elf.
You got it.
All right, so I'm going to flip a card. We're going to get started. Here we go. This, by the way, in case you hadn't figured it out, is a dramatic scene. The devil inside. Backlash from failing to cast a spell occurs even with a standard success this round. The villains will go first, and then the heroes can be set back. The approved actions are defend and trick. Look at that. You got card 40 right out the gate. Nice.
Well, it's a good thing we won't be set back.
You assume this.
Well, I'm going to take care of
I mean,
the setback on the card.
It's still an assumption, but you're
But it's fairly
probably
good.
right.
It's a fairly good one.
It's a fairly good one. All right. So the villains are going to go first. We're streaming Cardigus your way. So let's get those. Let's get those out of the way first. Where did we go? Where did you go? That's not there. There we go.
This first round, Jerome is just going to go defensive. So defend.
If you would like to do that, feel free to generate your number, sir.
And this is the
Yeah,
point
I
where
have to
Craig
bring-
says there's a reason he wields an axe and doesn't fire those big nasty guns.
Anybody else want to defend as 5 Cardigus apiece peel off and start coming your way?
I mean, assuming I get attacked, I actually, you know what?
Yeah, why not?
I won't.
Oh, yeehaw.
I need to look forward at what could be coming.
Here we go.
Oh, like Crag needed it.
When you attack me, Mark, I am very vulnerable. So
Okay. Is anybody else going to go defend this round?
I mean, I'm light on cards. I figure why not.
That's the main reason I was doing it, but not get cards
Nope.
that I wanted.
All right. Oh, and you know what? I got to put Pierre in the add to turn. There we go. So now I got to make my turn list a little longer.
I will face the danger.
Good for you, Sir Knight. Okay. So we're going to make this simple. You are now in melee. Those of you, all of you, as the Cardigus shamble into you. They are armed with riot sticks. Really? Do I read that properly? If I read that properly, we're going to do this a little different. Let me check something.
Ooh. This may change my answer.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so these are a little bit different from the Cardigus you may be normally see. They have some kind of a equipment belt strapped on, and they have godlight lasers and riot sticks on their sides, and so half of them are drawing their pistols as the other half shambles to close with you. So we're going to get a godlight attack from let's see what makes math simple.
Calculator?
We're going to get a godlight attack from 3 of them, and we'll get melee attacks from 2 of them. So the godlight laser will be at +2, and the melee attacks will be at +1. Does that change anybody's action, since you didn't know that beforehand?
Sure, I'll defend.
Okay.
Would you like that roll now? I assume.
Yes, please. I'm just waiting to see your roll come up.
I'm still good.
I'm waiting
Okay.
20 to let me roll. +8. That's decent.
Ooh,
Look at you go. Okay, so Boreas still wants to face the danger?
Warrior's going to face the danger.
Alrighty.
as will Electo. And
As
Pierre.
will Electo. All right, so we're just going to work left to right. Electo, here's your godlight attack at +2.
+6.
Okay, so we're at that's 4 higher, so 20.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, you suck. Borea. That's a 9.
That's currently a miss.
All right. Pierre. How's an 11? Pierre.
Sorry, miss. I was muted.
Ah, there we go.
Look, he's moving, so that's good.
That's right.
Right. So we knew the internet was still working.
That's right. We're like, yeah, well, we still have Liam, we now have Liam's sound. Hold up fingers for me, Liam. Craig. Oops, come on. Give me the +2s. How's a 13, Craig?
13 is a miss.
Yeah, with that +8, that's probably going to be hard to hit.
It's
Jerome.
+5.
How-
Yep, you hit.
Jerome had the 8.
I hit you. Okay. Standard?
Yes, that is a standard.
You may enjoy 14 damage.
Okay, so that is shock.
And Charlemagne. I missed Charlemagne.
Oh,
Okay. So there's our attacks from the Cardigas that are shooting at you. Here comes the riot sticks from the ones that have shambled up, and I'll give them a minus. They're +1, so I'll give them a -1 because they'd have to run to get to you. So the riot sticks are all going to be at -1. Electo, it's a miss. Let's copy and paste that. See if I can do that. Borea, how's a 10 look?
It's a miss. Yes.
That did work. Pierre, 23.
That is a good.
Oh, that's only a good. Damn.
Yep.
How far off of an ounce? I only have one. I'm not gonna do it. Damn. 11.
1 point of shock.
Wow.
It's a great roll right out of the gate. Craig.
I know. I'm just. It's funny that it's like almost a glory, and he's like, point of shock.
Yeah, no kidding. Jerome, 11. Melee or unarmed?
You will hit.
Standard.
Standard.
You may enjoy 10.
Okay, I take shock. Okay.
All right, and Charlemagne. Not even close.
Surprisingly, no.
Nope, that's all of me. So everybody's got 2 in melee, and then 3 at range. The street beaters are hanging back. So let me give you before you act. Let me tell you what's going on. The street beaters are hanging back. They seem to be willing to let the Cardigas deal with this. They haven't figured out whether the Cardigas need their help or not, and there's this kind of wave of humanity between them and you, and so they're unwilling to just indiscriminately shoot at anything. They don't see a threat that's requiring their attention yet. The Victorians over here are striding purposefully towards the tree. They seem unhindered by the idea that church police are everywhere, as are the Adinos. The Adinos are making a mad dash towards the tree. And so they will probably be there shortly. The Pan-Pacificans over here seem to be sneaking through the grass and no one's noticed them yet, so they're still kind of stealthily creeping through the grass. Before you act, everyone give me a find roll. This is individual. Oh, Charlemagne is good. Jerome, you're one off.
Yep.
You don't have any cards.
Yeah. I'll go in and give you one. Let's.
Well, before you hand me one, Charlemagne's high enough.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay. We'll have to assume that Charlemagne is we won't assume anything. Charlemagne, you see creeping through the trees. Your friend Kokwi with Raphael. They seem to be approaching and Raphael's kind of indicating, he's pointing out the various troop movements, and they seem to be plotting a path to get to the tree.
Okay.
So, who would like to go first? See, Crag and Jerome and Charlemagne are done. You can still talk, but you have no actions. Electo, Borea, and Pierre, who wants to go first?
If you were successfully defended, you get a card. So
Yes.
So make sure you've got that. Yeah, so here's Borya's turn. I'm going to what was it?
I was going to try to trick them for you, Borea, so that you could, beat them up
Oh.
a little easier if you want.
Oh, you can still do that. but Boria is going to relieve pain, and that's the only thing I'm going to do.
Oh, all right. Well,
Because, there was that whole. We didn't have a chance to get rid of our
Correct.
Yeah,
shock,
yeah.
and I'm at 10 of 10.
Understood.
Yes, you were.
So yeah, I was ready to hand out possibilities to soak shock. Because
I so hoped I turned a card over that said fatigue. Ooh,
that's not a good roll.
that is not a good roll.
That
You
actually
still
is a
might
that's a
that
roll that's gonna make me
possibility.
pass out.
Hold on. All right. Hold on. I got better for you then.
Okay.
Possibility.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
this is
But he doesn't have as many as I do. I'm going to spend a possibility since I'm already very vulnerable. And I'm going to give you some cards.
Well, do you have to become very vulnerable in order to do what you're doing, or is it spending the possibility allowing you to do it?
It's the spending the possibility allows me to do it in the first place, and then I have a different feat perk that basically says instead of spending a possibility, I become very vulnerable. So I'm usually becoming vulnerable first. Since I'm already very vulnerable, I can't become it again, so I'm spending
Correct.
a possibility.
Okay.
So, Mike, here is this tier pool, and here is this one as well. Oh, all right. I was going to give you two, but that's fine. You can have this one as well.
Ooh, okay.
Because, yes, you do not need to pass out.
That is correct. So we are going to put these into here, and that I just need to redirect my cards a little. Okay, so we're gonna spend I'll spend the card first. Are we still in a mixed zone with Akasha?
I thought we had moved into a pure zone with
I
Akasha.
thought so, but I just want to make
Yes.
sure.
Hang on.
Or pure Akasha.
This is Akasha dominant.
Okay. So I'm going to give you one of these Akashan ones first because they're all ups.
They are ups.
So instead of waiting for that, I just had to make sure.
That 4 is not considered a mishap for you or a 4-case contradiction, right?
I don't believe so in Akasha.
Let's look.
No, your psionics would be within their axiom for social.
Yeah, it's the tech also.
Tech's very high.
Yeah, they're tech.
Tech and
They're
social are
social and
stupid
tech.
high. Magic
Yeah,
and
so-
spirit are ones.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm good. Okay. That at least gets me to I'm okay.
I wanted to see you try and cast a spell and fall down unconscious. That would have been just
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
fantastic.
Oh, that would have been funny. Or not me. That I feel a little better about that. So everyone can relieve 2 shock.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Okay. So now you're down to 8
That is correct.
instead of being unconscious.
Instead of it, and now I can take a hit.
Or a negative card flip. All right, so that's Borea.
Yeah. So
Electo.
Electo,
Go ahead.
Do the same thing because the spoot will attack the people I'm on.
Okay,
Or people who are on me.
that's fine. What is their trick?
Their trick is a 7.
Okay, so I will pull something out and act like I'm going to throw it at the 2 that are on Borea, that are in melee with Borea, attempting to trick the 2 of them. All right, cool. I will make them both vulnerable for Borea / Spoot.
Right. So when spoot attacks both of them, I'll be at a +0. How's their melee
Hang on.
hanging?
Let me get where you made them vulnerable.
Yes.
Okay. What are we doing to them? Moth strike, 10's
Yes.
dodge, right?
No, it would be their melee. Melee
Oh,
only.
so that's fine. Melee's 9.
Is 9? Okay.
Yeah, dodge is a 9 as well.
Okay. So they will both take 15.
15, you say?
That's what I said.
That number's not right. Almost certainly that number's not right. Keep finding the little things that I did not set up properly in this instance. That's correct. It's not right. So your number is 12. If you get 12 or higher in your damage, that is sufficient. Because their toughness is 7. They are just Cardigas after all.
Yep. They are cannon fodder. Or in this case, moth fodder.
Moth fodder.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we dealt with those. Electo, Pierre.
Electo went, so it's just Pierre.
Electo went, Pierre.
So I will attack the 2 that are on melee with me.
Okay.
Whirlwind evens out the modifier. How is it 10?
10 was standard against him.
Yeah, 10 is a standard hit.
And 12 does a wound to him.
Oh, 12 does wound.
Yep.
Yeah.
So standard I have is 15.
Okay. They're gone.
You're as strong as Spoot.
You sure that's how that goes?
It's exactly
All
how it
right.
goes.
That's everybody. Cards and pools. Let's flip a card. Are you paranoid enough? All trick tests this round are contests instead. This does not count as an active defense by the target. The villains will go first, but they are fatigued. The approved action is trick. This is a relatively benign card for you guys. You know, it never fails. It doesn't matter where I put these cards or what I want to do. There's always something in the way. Always. Cool. All right. Let's see. We will do a collective. Eh. What is he doing? First of all, let's see if he sees them. He does. He's not doing that good. So. Wow. You suck. Okay. You know what? Do I want to let that ride? Oh, that's not what that was. Oh, jeez. Okay, Mark. So the value was a roll. Value is a 10, and that's not right. It's 3 higher, so that's still not enough. Crap. Fine.
Hey, at least he didn't roll it last card.
Yeah. So they're going to deal with them. Cardigus are closing in. It's riot sticks for everybody. Let's see. So it's Borea who's light and Pierre who's light, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so Borea, you now have 3 attacking you, and I didn't hit you. And Pierre, you now have 3 attacking you. How's a 12 look on your melee or unarmed? Probably a
Nope.
miss.
Miss.
Okay, everybody else has 5. And that's going to give me a +3. So, Electo. How's a 12 look, Electo?
No. It's a miss.
Crag. I think a 10 probably misses Crag.
Yes, it'll miss.
Jerome. How's a 17 look, Jerome?
This is melee unarmed.
Yes, sir.
That's a good success.
Ooh, I will offer you 17.
I'll shoulder into that.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Crag's going to take that hit for you. Okay, cool. Which is what, Crag?
1
for
point
you?
less than my toughness.
Okay, so you got a shock. And let's see. Charlemagne. 12?
That is a standard hit.
Yo, may enjoy 10.
That is 2 shock. Riot sticks. Are they the ones that have painful on them or something else like that?
They are, so that's 3 shock.
So it's 3 instead of 2. Okay. That's
Yes.
what I thought. I didn't hear you say it, but I wanted to make sure.
I looked and it wasn't written down, and I just let it slide. But you're right, it is 3. Now I don't have to go look it up. So what are they doing? Hang on for just a second. There. So let's see. These Cardigus are all. Let's spread this out just a hair so we can get this a little bit more manageable. Because Borea and Spoot have 3. And Pierre has 3. And this is not necessarily your position on the field. It's just the guys that are around you, if you will.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah, it's bookkeeping. If we need to get more into position on the rest of it, we will. And then we'll move some stuff down here. Oh, that's only supposed to be 5 instead of that. So let's get that like that. We'll pull Jerome over here. But that's going to get him. He's not coming with you. He's kind of guarding that right there. Who don't we have set up? Okay. So let's get those guys off. Those are extra. Oops. Let's see. So these 4 are dealing with these 2 street beaters. These guys have rushed into the tree. He's into the tree, and these 4 are dealing with these street beaters. These guys are engaging the street beaters, and he is moving towards the tree. But he seems to be a little slower and more purposeful.
What type of nightmare is he?
He's headed down. So you guys currently are all at the south end, even though you're spread out around the place, okay? So he's headed down towards you. He seems to have identified Storm Knights as a more purposeful threat. So that's all of me. Who would like to go first?
I'm lost. Where is my character?
Jerome is to the right side
above
of the
the
field,
frogs.
above the law of stagnation.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay. Technically, we're still all around together. This is just for
Yes.
bookkeeping.
Correct.
So I will say, anyone want to go to the other side, and I am going to cast 2 spells. I'm casting a portal to get me over here, away from these people,
Okay.
and a lightning bolt to his back.
Okay, so your goal is to, once I'm across the field, shoot him in the back with lightning.
Right. And
I'm
it's
sure that'll be fine.
I'm going to do it on portal.
Okay.
It'll be 4 higher for the lightning bolt.
Hey,
And
Robert,
I
are
will
you
spend-
portaling to the tree or to the other side of the battlefield? I didn't see where you were putting it.
I was trying to get to the other side of the battlefield. I wasn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Would
He's
you
portaling
like
to the
to
other-
get to the tree?
You do you. I'll figure out
Yeah,
me.
you have portals already cast.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I'm giving you a possibility.
Jerome doesn't want to take a bite out of the bagel on this side.
Now.
I think Jerome doesn't want the bagel taking a bite out of him.
That
Wait,
too.
wait for it.
So that is a 12. I'm not gonna. I can make it through, but I'm not gonna have any bonus to attack him. It is a 16 to get him.
Okay, so now Jerome, you are. I'm gonna put you over there because that's where you wanted to be, and we're just gonna say that's where just.
Yeah.
You're not near people. All right, so you're offering me a 12. A what on the cyber priest?
A 16 on
A
the lightning
16.
bolt.
That is a good success.
Okay.
Your toughness is a 7 because I believe you ignore armor. He has armor 2.
Yeah.
His toughness is 9, armor 2. So 7.
This is gonna sting a bit.
So 2 wounds and 4 shock.
I definitely do not want to take that. Seriously, already? I don't take your 2 wounds.
Yeah. And I sincerely doubt he's unskilled.
Hey, what? He's not unskilled. That's stupid. Damn it. Why is it? I was clicking on reality. Okay.
On his sheet, do you have points in the ads area or just as the mods area?
I am correcting it as I speak.
Yeah.
So, all right. That did not change anything for that first roll. Cool. That's Jerome. He is turning to face you, Jerome. Heretic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Craig's just going to all out these 5 guys, so it should be.
Let's just say Jerome's flipping him off.
Go for it, Craig.
Yeah,
so taking all 5?
Yeah, all out, all 5. So that should drop my negative to negative 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, 6 isn't going to cut it. So let's give you. I'll make it a possibility. I'll keep the up for something else.
Remember, it's an up, right?
It's a regular possibility I put out there.
We're in a caution.
So they're
You're in
all
Akasha.
Yeah, they're all ups. Never mind.
Yep.
Yup.
So let's just take this one back and actually drop the Akashan one. So cancel that and do that again. Thank you. Last roll was what, a 12. All right, what's
It
an
was
18?
it was a splody 12 too.
Yeah, what's it? How's an 18 look?
Oh, you hit him. That was you are one off an outstanding. What's your minimum damage?
For good, at least a 17.
You just one swing of your axe, just you're cutting them down
Yeah.
like a scythe that threw wheat at harvest time. I mean, these guys, it's almost unfair how easy it is.
It's their fault for getting so close.
It's Crag. Who's next?
Mark, I was going to ask, for the tree,
Mhm.
like, about how are we within 36 of it?
36 meters?
Yes,
Sure. Why do you ask?
I will be at the tree.
Okay, so Electo has decided to become vulnerable.
Yep.
Okay.
I ran to get there.
Yes.
So, because I assumed that it was more than 12
Okay.
to get to the tree. So, point is, I would like to get to the tree, and these other people that are coming up on it, are they like going to? Do they look like they're coming to touch it, or do they just look like they're trying to get there for now? Like,
They're looking up into the boughs, and they seem to be either be searching for or have identified a low-hanging fruit that they are reaching to grab.
okay,
One or more fruit per person.
that's fine. I will when as I get there, I'll tell them to leave it alone. But they probably won't listen to me. But I will stay.
Okay.
Leave the fruit on the tree. Don't touch it. Kind of thing. But that's where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do.
Okay. Lecto is. I always forget who everybody is. Okay. Give me a persuasion minus. -4. Oh,
Nice.
well done.
Do
Your
I
final
feel like
answer?
I was going to say, do I feel like a level would matter?
Levels matter.
All right. I'll give you an caution up. +4. I don't know that this is going to improve it enough to really matter, but
It will. See?
where have
Final
these dice
answer?
been all my life?
In
And
your
Jim,
back pocket, waiting for you to want to roll ones and transform.
Jim,
We
do you
all
want,
knew
Yes.
this.
do you want that
That's
action? Jim, you want that action back?
Sure.
I'll just
Just
put it on the
throw it
table.
on the table. Yeah, and I'll give you this. So I'll play an action on top of that and be at a 22.
Okay. You address the Adinos warriors in appropriate fashion for the living land to cause them enough pause that they stop, and they look at you, and they seem to be willing to hear what you have to say. But Sarv says we must get fruit. Why should we not touch the fruit? Why should we not obey the Sars and bring back the fruit?
This is sacred tree. Would you steal sacred fruit from sacred tree, very bad things will happen to you and to everyone else around here. Sar of Sars send you on suicide mission.
Okay, so you've done your thing. Shoot, don't do that. So that's Electo. Who's next?
I'll try to take out the 3 that are still on me.
Okay.
I believe that will do it.
Yes, it will. Boria, Charlemagne?
Spoot is going to attack the 3. And he will miss.
Ah!
While I can't do anything about that. I am going to.
Is Spook considered a contradiction in and of himself?
I mean, he wasn't really built with axioms. He's like like the Drake perks,
Mm-hmm.
except that he comes from a wonder.
Yep. And he would fit. Oh, he wouldn't fit the special.
He actually
technically,
he has like some weird telepathy abilities and stuff. He fits into Akasha.
Okay, then yes, you were when you said that I was
But
like,
it-
okay, so that's
but-
social, so we'll let that slide. They'll let that be a mishap.
yeah, but he's just doing he's just an unarmed hit. That's all he's doing.
No, I get it, but
Okay.
the question kind of stems from there are some starred perks out there and coming from a wonder.
Yes, but in Akasha, those starred perks don't matter. That is the world law.
Yep. Also
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah. That's fine. Fair enough. Yeah, he's just fluttered by. He's gonna be vulnerable because of his
Sure.
mishap.
Sure.
And may draw fire from the 3 that are on Boria. Let's see, what's Boria doing?
Boria is going to. Let's do some. Yeah, I gotta relieve pain again. Okay, I'm feeling better.
At least you're not taking shock to relieve pain.
there is that. It's like, okay. Whew. Now I can actually
right.
do something.
All right, Charlemagne.
I am going to be anticipating the near future, and I will give you a possibility so I can be up. Excellent. That is outstanding. I do take some shock from it. Did you just, Mike? Did you say you just successfully
relieve pain?
right?
And yes, everyone except for Electo and Jerome would get it.
Okay. So I do have the outstanding on anticipate mark. So I'll basically be flurrying for 3 rounds.
Of course you will.
Possibly flurrying for 3 rounds. I have to still roll the tests each time. That's all I got.
Broken. It's just broken. All right.
But it is a beta tier power, if that helps.
Yeah, still broken. All right, cards in pools. Flip a card. I feel special that I got to flip 3 cards in a row, and you haven't stopped me from turning cards over. You don't know what's coming.
That's true. Did you just flip another card, though?
I did.
Oh, okay. So that's my first one. Ah, so sad. Fortunately, that is not a contradiction here. It's Gotcha.
Oh. Does that cause you shock?
No, because it's
No.
not actually using a power. It's basically I have to test precognition to gain the benefit of the anticipate I already did.
Okay, so you can't use it this round.
That's correct.
Do you lose it?
No.
No, because it's 3 rounds. But
Oh,
that's why
okay,
I say
okay.
it is broken. It does require subsequent tests to make it work.
Okay, so here comes nothing. Actions by holograms or hard holograms are favored this round. Heroes will go first, and they can surge. The approved actions are intimidate and taunt. So let's go ahead and get those surges out of the way. I'm assuming that Electo, who really wants to transform, is going to let that stand.
It does.
It adds up to a 3, Jim.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Mike, I have a card you might want to trade for.
I think everybody's rolling this surge too.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, well, this is dominant, but cyber papacy is still there, right?
No, this is all Akasha.
But it's a pure.
Even in dominant, you would.
It's
you would
you
roll.
still have to test
Okay.
it dominant.
Okay.
Only in mixed. It dominant has suppressed the underlying reality.
2 is fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
I only.
Close. Jim's jealous,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
okay, heroes.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play that card.
Nice. Okay.
So now I feel a little better. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
And then we are going to use some menacing intimidation against these little dudes
Okay.
that I'm around.
Your target number is a 13.
13?
Yeah, they're used to being intimidated by the church police. They've built up an
I
immunity
am no
to it.
church police.
We'll see.
Oh, damn it.
You are worse than the church police.
Oh, dude, we've had
Wow.
nuns with rulers intimidate us. You're
Wow.
nothing.
This is
Everybody keeps
great.
taking my ones.
That's fantastic.
Is that a disconnection for you?
Well, it's just an intimidate.
But just an intimidate? It says menacing intimidation.
Well,
it's-
because he's got perks that are based off of his intimidate. That's
yeah, and
why
it's,
Okay.
it's not a star perk either.
Which we already
Well-
established doesn't matter here. So
Mhm.
okay. Is this psychic stuff?
Oh, no. This is the frightening aspect from Isle. I just renamed it to menacing
Okay.
intimidation. That's all. Because I use that when it's because it's favored. At this
Well,
point.
now you and Spoot are vulnerable because
Sure, that's
yeah.
fine.
you just kind of hung it out there, and now
Sure.
you're really easy to hit. They don't seem to be intimidated by you at all.
Spoot is going to be very vulnerable, and he's going to fly over to Electo because he's got the speed to do it.
Okay.
There we go.
I think Craig's just going to try to thin the herd again.
Which group are you going after? That group? Okay.
I mean, it looked like that's where my token was sitting close to, so I figured why not.
Okay. Those are Electos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he ran.
Some might say that was a strategic withdrawal.
11 is what degree of? I guess good enough.
Do you do more than 12 damage?
Yes.
Okay. I know you do more than 12 damage, so if you're successful, you wipe them out. Like I said, it's almost not fair. Who's next?
I'll do a similar thing on the ones on Charlemagne, all out attack, so make me very vulnerable.
Craig looking like a fucking lawnmower out here.
And I think that would take care of them.
You're only -2?
Yes,
He's
all
got
out
a whirlwind.
attack adds 4, plus I have whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Yep. Absolutely. Crag has shown you the way. Who's next? Electo Charlemagne Jerome?
Yeah. So, all right. If the So the Adinos have stopped. So right, that they didn't reach for anything. So I'm not going to do anything to them. What's this other guy that looks like he's in camo uniform?
That's Pan Pacific. That's one of the guys that you guys beat the crap out of inside that escaped the building.
Oh yeah, okay. So he can have my ire. I will maneuver him to make him stymied at the moment, and I will call him out to the Adinos and say, "See, even he comes to steal your things," and see if I can get the Adinos to attack him. Up to you whether or not you think that that would be a persuasion as well. In which
So
case,
if you want to try and do that and actually do that, then you're going to be doing two things. So you'll take a -2 for multi-action.
that's fine. I will do it, and
Okay.
I will roll on the persuasion as that is technically the lower number.
But what are you throwing at the? You're maneuvering the Pan
I'm
Pacifica guy.
maneuvering the Pan Pacifica guy, and then yes, gonna try to.
Okay, his maneuver is an 8.
Oh yeah, all right, fair. It's 2. Um. Hmm.
Is not going to get the job done on the persuasion.
That's fine. I'll give you some. I'm here to cause chaos.
And what were you trying to persuade the? Oh, you're trying to persuade him to attack
I'm trying to
the Pan
persuade
Pacifica guys. Yeah.
Yeah, to attack the Adina, to attack the Pan Pacifica guys.
Boom.
All right. I am 5 higher on the maneuver, so that is a 23 against the Pan Pacifica guy.
Okay, so what would you like to make the Pan Pacifica guy who's now? That's an outstanding. He's not going away, but
Very vulnerable and disfavored. Because I know how the Dinos love that.
okie dokie. That guy seems to have turned and faced him, but this guy over here is still going after fruit.
All right, fair enough.
Charlemagne, Jerome.
I'm thinking about something.
Okay.
So Charlemagne.
Yeah, I will first click unmute, and then I will look at the next three cards. Just looking.
Okay. So we're down to Jerome.
Okay.
One.
I'm going to lightning bolt the cyber priest again, but as my second spell, I'm going to cast Mage Dark on the tree. Because I want to hamper anyone trying to take anything off that tree.
What's your area of effect for Mage Dark?
5-meter diameter.
You're not going to be able to
radius.
get the
Radius.
That's
Radius
fine.
of 5 meters.
That's 10
And
meters.
if I get a
Go
And
ahead.
if I get a good success, it becomes 10-meter radius.
So it'd be 20 meters diameter.
Yep. So let's see. I'll just do this on lightning because it's the same number.
Okay.
Um,
If you can get, you said it's 20 meters if you get a good or higher.
yeah. So I just need to get a 15.
Okay. So here's the tree is irregularly shaped. You figured out if you can get a good success, I'll let you get everybody in the northern section of the tree, but there will be some of the tree to the south toward the building where nobody is at, other than like some of you guys, right? That's still poking out. You can't cover the entire tree, but you can get the majority of the tree that people are at, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. Anyone have a basic bonus?
Basic no, but I have a drama and a hero.
Here.
Not a basic bonus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have an adrenaline.
No,
Nope.
it needs to be a willpower action. So here,
Yeah, so
I'll give you a card that I know you love.
Oh, yes, I do.
Drive offensively? That's pretty
Yep.
rude.
That's
Yes.
mine.
So
That's
there's
exactly.
Bad
that,
card.
and what's
Mike likes it too.
Oh, yeah.
Just, the one time Mike could have used it, we decided to
Killed
beat the
everything on
DSR so
that
fast.
round.
We decided the DSR so fast that we couldn't use it.
Yeah.
It's a 22 against the Cyber Priest,
Okay,
and
so-
a 22 on this, so it's an outstanding on this. And characters who normally ignore darkness penalty are affected by this as well. So
Okay, so you have successfully. That's an outstanding hit on the Cyber Priest.
okay,
Again, your toughness is 7.
three wounds and 6 shock.
Oof! Damn. I damn sure don't want to take that. Ooh, I will take 1.
Okay. Hey, it's better than taking nothing. So
Sucks.
yeah, and I'm gonna move off into the underbrush a little bit to kind of conceal myself.
Let's see if I can do
Oh, actually,
this.
no, we have a flurry coming up, so I'm gonna stay right there.
Oh, no, we're dramatic. So
Dramatic
we
right
search-
now.
Dramatic.
Oh, we're dramatic. Okay, then yes, I am going to move back and try to get a little bit of cover.
Well, let's see if I can do this. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. There you go. There's your darkness. Okay. I'm on the right layer. So you see the rectangle I drew?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. All right. That's all of you. Did Charlemagne, did you run your precog on this card?
I did. I have 2 more goes.
Oh, that's this one. You rolled a 1 on this
You
card.
rolled
Okay.
one. Mhm.
Correct.
Okay. Where do we start? Let's start with those guys. Okay. And let's start there. And there. No, quit making those. Wait, and then. Oof. All right. What do I have left on you guys? Boria, I have 3 on you.
Mm-hmm.
And Spoot left. So,
Yep.
yeah. It's all right. We'll just pummel you for a minute. I believe that's 2. That is +2, yes.
And I'm vulnerable, so technically +4.
Oh, 11?
11's still going to miss.
Okay. These 5 are still on. That was Jerome's 5. And now they're Electo's 5. You know what? They're not all Electos. So let's see how many.
So they're going to walk into the pitch black darkness.
One is Electo's. They know where he was.
Okay.
And they'll come over here. And they'll come over here. And he's going to come over here. This is a bad place for me. You're managed. You've been cutting the shit out of it. I know who you are. So, I am. Really? Hang on. This guy is so unprepared. There we go. And we have, oh, we do. So I'll do both. That's all right. So the cyber priest looks around and says, "You are all here to thwart the will of my lord, God John Marrow, and you will not do so. Begone, I say." And so I now have a faith that is. Yep, so we're going to use Intimidate instead because he's also calling down a miracle on Pierre, which is 1 higher.
I mean, he's not doing it against the person that's lightning bolting him?
No, he is not. He sees you way over there. Pierre's right here. You're all Storm Knights. He'll worry about you in a minute. He's moved a little bit out of range. He's come down this way. So let's look at everybody's Intimidate, please.
That's standard.
Nope.
If I affected you, then
Intimidate goes against mind or willpower, right?
Spirit.
Electode,
Spirit.
is that a success or no?
That is a standard success.
How many
Just on
cards do you have in your pool? Is it pool? No, how many cards do you have in your hand, Electo?
that. 1.
Then discard it, please.
You may have my
Foria,
square.
how is an 11 on your Intimidate?
It is not a success. It's failure.
Okay. Pierre, how's an 11 on your Intimidate?
That is standard.
Okay, how many cards do you have in your hand?
3.
Please discard the second. Crag,
It's a
how's
failure.
that on your Intimidate? Fail?
Fail.
Jerome,
We're right. Yeah,
standard?
just got it.
Got
Yeah.
it? Okay, how many cards do you have in your hand?
0.
Yeah. And Charlemagne, who is muted.
I saved you time to roll unless you prefer to roll it yourself.
I don't care.
Yeah, that gets the better card, unfortunately. What I knew what you were doing, so once you're like, how many cards do you have? I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll.
All right, so how's a 12 on Pierre's dodge?
That is nowhere close.
Okay, Hellfire calls down from the heavens and whoosh. and scorches the ground next to you as he looks, and he shakes his fist at you, and then he looks at Jerome, getting ready to dodge what he knows is coming his way. Raphael and Kokui see their opportunity and dash across the clearing to the tree. Those guys are doing what those guys are doing. And I think that's all of me. Cards and pools. I know Kung Fu. Unarmed combat tests are favored this round. The heroes will go first, and then the villains can be set back. Alrighty. So, heroes, who would like to go?
Since you have drawn a card,
I didn't draw it. I took it out of my hand that you gave me.
since a card has been added to the stack, I'll go, and then I will go again after that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is now it finally goes off. So since we are getting attacked by things, I'll go ahead and throw up some awareness for us. Well, that's unfortunate. That hurt. I will go ahead. I will press the fatigue button. I will be very.
Would you like a second chance?
I wouldn't mind a second chance here.
Here, I'll drop it on the table.
All right. I will give you a. Actually, you know what? I'll give you this, Mike. This way you can decide when that gets played.
Ah, okay.
Wow, we're giving Mike a lot of options today.
Yeah, that's one he'll appreciate that one.
Flirting with disaster.
Obvious mistake.
No. It's not. Not really. Not what
Yeah, but you heard the hesitation in his voice.
I was thinking about it, and I'm tired. All right, so everyone can have a +2 to their physical defenses.
Yay.
What's the range on that rod? Is it 5
range,
meters?
10-meter radius.
Okay. So it's not going to affect me.
So it's everyone in the south.
Yeah.
Were the Riders of Rohan from the south? I can't
10
remember
meters? That's not going to get Electo.
Yeah, I wasn't taking it.
Okay.
Electo, you're too far away. It sounds like
Yes. And that's fine. It's what I expected.
All right. So is that like your action for then? You got a flurry coming?
that. Yes, correct.
Okay. So we're just doing everybody now, and you can act normally in this round as well. Is that how that essentially
basically,
interprets?
I can act before the villain. So it's now a regular turn with everybody, and then I can act before the villains do. That's why I said it's like a flurry.
Okay, so you're done in this turn.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Who's next?
I will. I'm assuming.
You're in the dark.
I know. I'm assuming Spoot's gonna attack the guy that was on us, though. So I'm just going to maneuver him. Actually, yes, maneuver him.
Can't see you.
Which is why I did.
That's why you
because
he
can still hear
touch
me.
him inappropriately.
But I'm assuming that I'm taking the darkness penalty.
Bad touch. Bad touch. Sure. Take a -6.
Yep. Held a 14 on him.
On his maneuver on the Cardigus.
Yes.
You're going after the Cardigus, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah, that's 14 is a good success.
Excellent. He can be very vulnerable to make it easier for Spoot to get him if he wants.
You're 3 off an outstanding.
That's enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have enough cards to deal with.
Okay. No, that's cool.
So
That's cool. All right, that's Electa. Who's next?
Go on.
Oh, sure. let's see. Borya is going to start a speech about St. Crispin's Day, and we will rally the troops.
Hey, look, I have no cards whatsoever in my hand.
And we're at what?
I know.
4?
Remember,
I know it was a good time.
I think you can
We're
We're at
discard.
4, right?
is
You can
three
discard as many cards as you want, and then refill
to
to
three.
4.
And
Three.
we're 4.
Three, three,
Oh,
three.
three.
That's right, 3.
Right, because the
Three
glory
times.
does
Yeah.
the
Glory
glory
doesn't
is not
count.
effective.
Glory's not only not effective, you go down to 3.
Yep.
But that's 3 cards you didn't have before.
Son of a gun.
Well,
Ooh, you
see,
dropped-
Mike
you drew
decided
2.
to let me go first, so it's really only 2 extra cards. Thanks, Mike.
I'm a jerk.
Uh-huh.
And then Borya is going to become vulnerable and come over and smack a dude.
Smack a dude.
Mm-hmm. He's going after the priest here.
Okay.
Mr. Stealthy Man himself.
Son of a...
Jim, you should have Mike roll for you.
Clearly.
But I think your cyber tech is within the tech axiom.
It is.
So-
It is. So we're good. I'll just... I'm just gonna walk around here and just spout out about St. Crispin's Day, and that's it. That's all I'm
He
doing.
goes-
Really
goes
into
to
this
spin his
St.
arm.
Crispin's speech.
He goes
No,
to spin
no,
his
yeah.
arm for the punch, and it doesn't stop spinning.
And really, St. Crispin's Day turns into Father Christmas Day, Krispy Kreme Day, things like that, right?
And then he starts
Anyway.
quoting.
Anyway, Smoot is going
Cage.
to attack. Yeah, exactly. And then Spoot is going to attack the very vulnerable dude here.
Minus 6.
2. Well, I put in the very vulnerable, so minus
Okay.
2.
Yep.
So, I believe an 11 hits, and I'll
Yes.
take him out. There you go.
It's just a spoot in the dark.
Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
Spoot is
Come
doing so
on.
much better than me.
Dan, you didn't see that one coming?
No, it's dark.
Clearly not.
It was dark.
It was dark.
That's right. It was dark. All right. That was Boria and Spoot. Who's
yep.
next?
Craig's gonna move down here too. And in the process, as he's walking that direction, he will do the tree skin on himself, but he will drop the axe on the back of this guy's head.
Okay.
So I will.
He's close enough. You don't have to run.
All right. So I will just do the melee, and then I'll add the points for the other. 14. How's that looking?
14 on Father Korea. A 14 is a good success. Is that your final answer?
No.
That's good success on the number.
No, I will go ahead and play the hero and go up. That's still an up, right?
Yes.
Last roll was what, a 19? Not a bad roll. All right, that'd be an 18. I suppose be the final answer.
Boom! You are one off outstanding.
That's okay.
You said you had an adrenaline.
I do. Where are my cards? There they are. So yeah, I'll go ahead and drop that so we can make it outstanding.
Okay.
And that's
His
what,
toughness is a 9.
18. Adrenaline's not going to do anything with my faith, so I'll. So it's what, 23 on the other. All right, what'd you say it was?
Outstanding.
Yeah, but he said something was
Toughness
about
is
9.
9.
All right, to submit. Toughness is a 9. This may hurt just a little. Just a little.
Ooh.
And with the 23, that's going to be an outstanding on my tree skin. So that'll give me 3 points of toughness.
So your Easter egg, Robert, was onto the right card. Think author. the name of the character here is Fernando Correa, Cyber Priest. The image there is Larry Correa, author.
Oh,
Ah,
Anyway,
I'm
as soon
just-
as I saw the name, I was like, "Oh, I know who I'm using for this."
I'm disappointed it's not Lehman.
Well, I didn't have a Cossack picture of Liam.
Lehman, you need to get on that.
I know exactly.
You send it to me, Liam, and I'll use it.
To be fair, didn't Lehman wear a Cossack hat one day when we were streaming Blood on the Blasted Lands? Which had
Yes,
just gone
that's
back
why
to
I know.
YouTube?
That's
why
before
I
my
know he has
time.
it.
That's before my time.
But you could go to
Yeah.
YouTube.
Well, he didn't know.
Look for it.
I didn't. No, but now that I do, now I got to go figure out where it is, and yeah, I may have to swap that out. All right, who's that? That was Crag.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
an attack.
Jerome
so I
and
get to draw a
Pierre.
card.
Jerome is going to come over here. He's going to ask the Saxon priest, whose name I cannot remember.
Caleb. Caleb
Caleb.
Wiles.
Are you here to destroy the tree?
He seems to be a bit embroiled with dealing with these church police
Oh,
guys.
I'll lightning bolt one of them.
Okay.
That'll get his attention.
Especially
So
if he's
is
in
high
melee with
good
a
for
mass
you or low
dodging.
good for you, Robert?
Oh, no, they're in melee, right?
Yes, they are.
Oh, do it anyway. Do it anyway.
Um,
Do it anyway.
yeah.
I mean, you got it. 1 out of 3
High is
chance.
High is good.
And he's got a 2 out of 3 chance to go the way he's trying at the moment.
You're on target.
Okay.
Okay. So,
I really don't care who I shoot. I'm just shooting somebody. It's just
Yeah.
indiscriminate. Blam!
does 10 hit?
A 10 on the church police. A 10 does hit on the church police. That is a standard success.
Okay. Then 16 without their armor.
How much are you? AP4, right?
AP4.
Okay, so you just
What is their
shredded.
toughness?
Their
Oh, okay.
toughness is 12, armor 4. So 8, and you did 16.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. Are you here to destroy the tree or save it? Claim it? And that's, yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Pierre.
Yes, so I will jaunt on over to the other church police.
-2. Running.
And okay, and then I will attack him, and I want to do something where I like knock off his slip the thing on the chin strap and flip the helmet up and say, "Oh, look how easy it is," to these two and taunt them. And with my swashbuckler.
So you're attacking the one on the Sakhalin priest, and you're taunting the other two on the Victorians.
Yes.
Okay.
And with my swashbuckler, I get to ignore the -2 penalty from any source. So if that's going to be a
Your taunt target is an 8.
or
8's
two
the
to get
number
up
all the way.
there, 2 to do that. So -4. And then I will increase that with a up.
You're 1 off where you need to be for an outstanding on the taunt, and on the attack against the.
My
You're gonna. You don't need the
is
attack.
3 higher.
Yeah, the attack is he's done because you
Okay.
do more than 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's not a Cardigas. That's church police. You got 17. Do you have any AP?
Yeah, I have the AP2.
Okay, then you got to get a 15. What's your base damage?
15.
Okay, so Street Beater's done. If you can get one more point out of it, the other two will run off in fear because they watched what you did to their buddy.
Yep. I will go ahead and just do that.
Okay, you can roll it, but it's a given at this point. They're gonna run off in the jungle rather than face the terror of Pierre. What? Oh.
Or they'll come back.
How did you not get that, Liam? Oh my
'Cause
god.
I'm at a point
because-
where I need 5.
Yeah.
Because the 20s above 20s are so high, you need an extra 5, and because it's only an up, not a.
I got it.
possibility.
Yeah. Oh, dude, so damn close. No
I will
supporters
make
out there.
them-
No, you took it from me.
Oh.
Yeah, and I put the drama in my hand instead of the willpower, which would have done it, because I'm like, when am I going to use willpower?
That and Lehman just wants to taunt me with rolling another 2, so that all of the 1 to 4s can be rolled by everybody but me this combat.
Yeah. I see
So
that.
far, I've got them all.
Rod's rolled a couple.
Oh, okay.
Rod has
Lehman
rolled a
rolled a
couple.
2, so you know.
All right.
I did too.
The
Trust me,
villains
I'm
are
counting.
set back. They've watched the carnage and the devastation. So that hesitation. Remember in the opening scene to the first Matrix movie, when they kind of see what's going on and they're kind of at the end, the Smiths kind of see their buddy get blasted and he's shattered around, and Neo kind of goes, "Urgh," and they all kind of look at each other and take a step back. That's what everybody's doing. They're like, holy shit, these guys are just mowing through us. How long does the darkness last there, Jerome? I think we've had it.
Concentration. So as long as I'm
Okay.
still concentrating.
Okay, so it's still up, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Cards and pools? Quit moving my card.
Sorry, I was trying to see what was the approved things.
Oh.
Attack.
It was attack and maneuver. You're a plague. Attacks by tech constructs and Babel monitors are favored this round. Villains will go first, and then the heroes can be confused. The approved actions are intimidate and trick.
I will get rid of the confused unless somebody else is going to get rid of the card.
Thank you, Jim.
Works.
That's where we're at.
Yep, I'm very vulnerable.
Okie dokie.
Good news is, oh, actually, I don't think I went. I don't think I got the flurry thing last round, did I, Mark?
You did not. Would you like to take an action?
Yeah, it was just going to basically be a deja vu to prepare for what I needed to do this round.
Go for it.
So the deja vu was 3 rounds, and this is the last round of the whatchamacallit.
Okay.
Which, incidentally, I am now going to be doing that whatchamacallit. Before I do, however, allow me to play this leadership. Who is doing lots of attacks here?
Everyone but Boria.
Everyone before you.
Well, he's doing lots of
attempting.
attacks.
And boy, you can have that. I'm sure you.
Oh, okay.
Someone.
I appreciate that.
Well, you know what you said. Everyone but Boria.
Yeah, exactly.
And Liam, and I'll go put that in your pool. And that is going to draw me 3 more cards. That becomes important because with this particular power, I'm able to pool a card prior to taking the flurry, the actions of the flurry actions. So having that ahead of time. Ugh, I didn't get anything that helps. So all that long speech was for nothing. But
Okay.
I am going to go ahead and we're going to foreshadow here. It's going to be favored.
Well, it's not your turn.
Yes, it is because of my thing. I get to go before them. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you had to trigger
did.
that with your persuasion or persuasion.
With
No,
my
with his
precognition. Do you see
precog.
right above the deja vu is a 20 precog?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was when I went to do it. I was like, huh, I think I missed something.
Yeah. No, you're cool.
So I'll favor out of that too. 14. Not terrible. I wouldn't mind a willpower if anyone had one to trade.
I only have what you gave.
Actually, I do.
Oh, and a willpower. Do you want a willpower?
I
Yeah.
think.
Thank you, Mike. Here you go.
Okay.
Power.
Oh,
And I only need one basic bonus to get rid of that card that's in Mark's hand. Did you have a willpower also, Robert?
Yeah. Do you need it?
Yes, please. I'll give you that coup de grace. Since everybody but Borgia is dealing damage.
Oh, dude, seriously? You're gonna get rid of this card?
Oh, hell yeah. Why do you think I waited? I wanted to
Dude.
get all my ducks in a row. So that'll hit the 20. So Mark, I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill that one. But there's a small chance I won't.
Here, I'll tell you what. Just in case, just because. Come on, clicker. There we go. There. Now it's not my issue.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not gonna.
Really? Cool.
No. Something worse. But I am going to buy some time. Now, instead, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Compute Divine because there's a villain up.
Yeah, but remember, I can get rid of filling up.
All right. Well, we're still on this
Too
card.
late, I got rid of it. I forgot, Jim. Mark is very happy, but it's fine. I'll be okay.
Yeah, no, I am very happy. Assuming that this combat goes beyond this card. Let's see. So my villains go now. I've got no reason not to keep coming after Voria. You know what though? We'll throw one at Crag just because he's all by himself and he needs. You know what? We'll do it like this. We'll throw one at everybody because spread the love.
You're making a mistake, lad. It's gonna take more than just you.
Oh, I got all kinds of cards on the table that I should get rid of because they've been played. Let's see. So Cardigus over here. These are not on any of you. Nope. And then, oh, that's the wrong guys. Let's do Church Police. Ooh, that sucks even worse. And then we'll do Cardigus again. That's not enough. Church Police. Oh, that is. And let's see, Church Police. Oh, you guys suck. And now we'll go with, let's see, Borea. This is Cardigus on Borea. Ooh, I was an 18, Borea.
Oh, yeah. So I should still be vulnerable. So I missed that and that. 12. That's a good hit.
I'll take it.
12. You're a little far, Crag.
I'll take a shock.
Am I?
Oh,
Okay.
you're right. No, you're in the middle. You can take
Oh,
it.
no,
Crag.
no, don't. I'll take it. I'm taking a shock. That's okay.
Craig
Okay.
goes to do so, and Boya just kind of like shakes his head. And like, all right, it's all you.
It's all you.
Okay, so this one's for Crag. Which I don't think I hit Crag.
No.
This one's for Pierre. I don't think I hit Pierre. Still got this going on in here. Okay, so that's all of those guys. So now we're moving on to and Drome. Raphael runs right by you, and he's clutching 2 pieces of fruit in his hands, and he has the most gleeful look on his face. as he stuffs one in his face, bites into it hungrily, and red and blue juice squirts and flows over him like he's poured a goblet of wine on his face. As he chews and swallows, he looks right at you, and his smile seems to elongate almost inhumanly. As his pupils vanish, his eyes turn completely black, and this palpable aura of menace you've only experienced in Rorsch begins to exude from him, which is not an Rorschan aura. Feels more like the cyber papacy is being forced into the cosm, emanating from Raphael. He says, "You thought you thwarted me. You only made me stronger. This vessel suits me far better. That useless husk Carmen that useless husk Carmen possibly could. And now I have my best match to date."
Target acquired.
Anyone else surprised by this?
And
If
as
I
he,
said
he
yes,
finishes
would
that,
you believe me?
he smiles, he clasps his hands together, a dim thread comes out, engulfs him, and then vanishes as he is
Oh, shoot, I should have jumped on him.
gone.
Well, I
All that show for just
I take another puff on the cigarette. What can I say?
Well, balls. All right. So it's Hero's turn. Yeah, you. Yeah, you know what just happened. All right. So Hero's turn. Who'd like to go first?
Okay, Jim, what order would you like me to go in so I don't take your one?
You act like it's going to matter.
Yes, it will. Yes, it
I'm
will.
pretty sure you're going to take my one no matter what order I choose.
No, you got a choice here. Why,
This way he can blame you and not him.
All right,
much.
you go first.
I'm going first.
Mike.
I'm
You
going
go
first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Spoot is protecting Electo. Borya's just gonna walk away from this dude. Because there'd have to be some running involved to get over here, and then he's going to blast this dude with a flash freeze and go, "Where do you think you're going?"
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Really?
And we're not surprised.
We are not surprised. We are not surprised at all.
Told you it wasn't going
Oh
to
my
matter which
gosh.
order I told you to go
I
in.
still think that's funny.
Friggin' fantastic.
I'm gonna use one of these. Last roll was 2. Oh,
Damn!
look at that.
Well,
What's his dodge, etc., etc., etc.
Less. This is Caleb. I can close that. I don't need him anymore. I don't need that anymore. His dodge is a 12, so you have an outstanding.
Outstanding. All right. His toughness?
Do you have any AP?
No, not on his.
His toughness is 17.
Ooh. Let's give him some shock. He's a tough little guy. Pardon me.
That sucked.
Why have him? Oh, I can't believe I didn't set this up properly. I'm gonna be pissed. Okay. Whatever. Fine. Be that way. All right. Who's next?
I guess since Boya's left, I will scoot to where I got 2 of these guys at close range and swing at both of them.
Okay.
All right. is it? Because okay, that sucked. Yeah, I guess that's a miss on my swing.
Wow. Okay.
I look at my axe, I look at Boria, and I look at my axes. I'm
I
starting
don't
to
know.
suck like you.
It happens to everybody every now and then, Dan.
It is 5 meter
I hear
radius.
tell. It's never happened to me.
I look at my axe. I've never had this happen before.
Hey, you get used to it when you get older.
I need a blue potion.
All right, who's next?
Roll hit die, sponsored by Blue Potion.
Oh shit!
Rome is just calling out to all of the people here. It's like, I am sure most of you want to live. Leave, you can live. If you stay, you will die.
I turn around to go.
So
Like, I
is
can
that
roll. I'll roll an intimidate, but it's not directed at anyone. I'm not trying to get
Then don't
signings
bother.
or anything. It's just, huh?
Then don't bother.
Okay.
You have orated. Congratulations.
I am orating this round.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I think to
By the way, your oration is outstanding, except for the fact that you kind of slowly sidestepped away from the smoldering burn mark on the ground where the dim thread took Raphael away,
Okay.
and everybody's less intimidated by the fact that you're kind of like sliding away from that as you try and tell them you're going to kill
I'm
them
sliding it away because I'm just going to cast a lightning bolt into this group.
all. I just don't care who you hit.
Yeah, I don't care who I hit.
You're all bad, so I'm just going to hit somebody.
Yep. So that's a 16.
Who was your target?
Let's say this was my target.
Okay, so you managed to catch the street beater right there in the back, and just he's gone.
As I was saying, leave or die.
She's serious.
You have until the cigarette ends.
You'll have 6 seconds.
Pierre,
Goodbye.
Electo, Charlemagne.
I will go ahead and just stab the guy in front of me.
Okay.
And that is how you stab somebody. And then I'll walk over to these guys.
That is how you stab somebody. You put the pointy end in the other guy. Electo, Charlemagne.
I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna kind of talk to my good friend here that I forget her name at the top of my head, but
Kokui.
and just Kokui, yeah, and say, you know, because I assume we did not see what happened because
You
of
have
the
no
darkness.
idea. You heard it.
Right.
You heard the
But-
speech, and then the with the dim thread
Right.
shows up.
But that's fine. So I'm just gonna kind of go up and talk to her and just be like, I don't know what's going on around here, but we definitely shouldn't be touching this tree. So perhaps we should just kind of, you know, stay here in the nice darkness where there's not enemies or bad people, and let's just not touch the tree. And I'm just gonna kind of persuade her to kind of stand down and not do anything at the moment, so
Don't
that she doesn't.
touch anything.
Right. So that
She doesn't
does
need
not-
a whole lot of. She doesn't need a whole lot of
Convincing.
persuasion. You played, if I recall, you played
I
a.
did.
Oh, look at that! There's your 3.
Yeah.
Glad you didn't
too
have a
bad
copycat on there.
Well, I can't see anyone to really target for a copycat
true.
right now because somebody put me in a darkness.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But she still kind of sidles up a little bit when she figures out where you are, because you did play a romance on her earlier.
I did.
Charlemagne.
Yep. Well, I do want to begin moving towards Electo and the rest of the party. This way I can, give them the benefit of the awareness. And
Well, you could get all the way over towards where Caleb is if you like.
I don't know that I need to be all the way over there. How far do I need to go?
I don't know. What are you trying to accomplish?
I want to get them within 10 meters so that they gain the benefit of my awareness.
If you run into the darkness, you could probably, like right about here, you could get everybody with your.
All right. I shall.
Okay.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Of course it's
Might not be. You never know.
Sure. But that will be my action.
Okay. Cards and pools. At the end of this round, let's see, the future's our time. At the end of this round, the game master may pick up the next 4 drama cards and select one to flip for the next round, discarding the rest. The heroes will go first, and they are fatigued. The approved actions are maneuver and trick. Welcome to the GM Fiat.
We will not be fatigued.
Mark, that was the second of the cards I handed you.
That was the card that I had in my hand first. Coming
but
next.
Remember, I got to reorganize them.
You did not.
Yeah, I did.
You got to discard.
Which includes reorganizing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Reorg and
Oh,
that's
frack.
why.
All right. Fine. Oh, relax. It's only magic. Casting a spell counts as an approved action this round. The heroes will go first and surge. Approved action is intimidate.
Oh, research.
Yeah, let's just get the surges out of the way. Good luck, Jim.
Nope. My dice continue to tease me.
You set the single digit standard for everybody though, which Craig thumbed his nose at. Charlemagne.
All right.
Surge.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, yeah, because that was never going to not happen.
Yes,
Wow.
correct.
I'm helping you out, Jim.
I know.
Doing my best.
Yep.
All right, fine. Who wants to go first?
I will go ahead and try to foreshadow. Technically, I have a -2 because I am... Actually, the awareness is concentration, right? Yep, I do. It is. I have a -2 because of the concentration. But I am still technically favored. That's a 12. I am... that only lets me look. What does an up get me? I gotta do some math here. I'll go for it.
Do it.
Yeah, well.
You know why he wants to do that. The only reason he wants to do that is so that he can discard the card that I want to play.
Yes, which I will probably. But
Oh,
again,
yeah.
I got something worse last time. This time I'm going to remember that Jim can get rid of the up. Thank you, Mark. The GM Fiat, it's just too good.
You know, if only we knew somebody who was talking about things that needed to come back and maybe change coming up, that, you know, maybe the GM Fiat could become a thing again. That would be, you know, just throwing my hat in the ring there.
You know, I'm still going to have to leave it there.
Are you really good?
Yeah, because while Jim can get rid of this villain up, he can't get rid of the situation of making us randomly play cards from our pool.
If I could, then you wouldn't even care about the GM Fiat card because I'd get rid of that too.
Right.
Did you rearrange it again too?
Yes.
You did, you bastard.
Yeah. Well, of course I'm a bastard, Mark. Come on. All right, that's all I have.
I'm never going to get to play that damn card.
He'll just always make it number 2.
Yeah, he will.
That's good enough, right?
Oh yeah.
No, that's worse.
Oh, is it? 'Cause
Yeah, 'cause it's always right there.
Because he's going to know it's there and a possibility.
Yeah.
all
All right, who would like to go first?
I would like to cast telepathy.
Freaking 68 out of the gate. In a.
Yes!
Ah!
It's a one
Congratulations,
case.
Jim.
It's a one
It's-
case.
It's
It
a
is.
one case.
Case.
Oh my
It's a
god! Oh,
Because
holy
we're in
crap!
Akasha.
Oh, should take your backlash.
I'll take 2 points of shock.
That's just injury to insult.
That is so bad. Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Liaman.
You're welcome.
Love you, Liaman.
Is that a spell?
No, it's a psionic
psychic
power.
power.
The psionic power.
Just well within the axiom of Akasha.
No, I was just a heretical magic.
No, I didn't trigger
Yeah.
that.
No, because you didn't miss out.
I'm just gonna rinse, repeat, see if I can knock these two off their butts. Just get them out of the way.
I sit down in the darkness and just contemplate.
I'm certain an 8's not
Your
gonna
poor
make.
life choices. Who are you attacking? Those two over there?
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, you're one short.
All right, then I'll let you have this action so I can go ahead and get rid of them.
Okay.
I'll
Who's
stab
next?
at these church police. How's a 10 looking?
That is enough.
So that is 15 AP2.
Okay.
Out of the darkness, Spoot will arrive and maneuver.
I am
this priest
Spootman.
dude. Exactly. What's his maneuver?
Caleb's maneuver is a 12.
It's a 12. We'll spend this for Spoot.
I have an adrenaline if you would rather.
Oh, yes.
I'll just put that on the tabletop for you.
Here, I will give you... Oh, I can't give you that card. Let's give you that card. All right, let's make him vulnerable.
All right, bear with me. I gotta find.
And then Boreas is going to walk up and he's going to punch and what is it? Telekinetic strike. Apparently I will.
You got sick of missing.
Apparently I did.
Boom.
So it's
That's
standing on the TK. He has armor, correct? I believe we discussed.
does
So
17 armor 3.
armor 3 will take that down to a 14. And then $14. That's a wound.
Would you like this card?
You know what? I would love that card. Would you like that card?
Sure.
Okay.
That's acceptable.
Are you getting ready to do something?
I'm getting ready to put a flurry down.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think I was last. Is that correct?
No. You
Who
went.
was-
Crag went, and then you went.
I went and
I went.
failed.
Pierre went.
Oh, maybe you are.
And I think Charlemagne went. Did Jerome go?
Don't know why I haven't been keeping up with that. Okay. Cool card.
And you were laughing too hard, too much at
I
my
was.
3.
Very much. By the way, he took your wound and he smiled when he did it.
Oh yeah, he's not going to be smiling here in a moment. Okay,
Says the man who's been rolling shit all night.
so on my flurry, I'm going to. Oh no, I'm the only one who flurries. This is dangerous. Okay, that's acceptable. Now we'll throw this out for the up because he had a was it 14 base
Yeah.
for his
With 17
melee?
armor 3.
Oh no, what's his melee though?
Oh, his melee?
Mhm. Or unarmed?
Melee unarmed he is unarmed. It's 14.
14. Okay.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. I'm gonna roll that up. Last roll was a 13.
You're at a standard.
Yeah, we'll give you this hero too.
Taking my 2. Although I guess now it doesn't matter. I only care about 1s right now.
Yep. You still got to do something contradictory. You're 1 off.
I'm one off. Does anyone have an adrenaline or anything? I'll take that as a
I'm
no.
sorry.
Nope. I already gave it to you.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just throw it down.
all right. Here, you can pick up the idea. Because it's so not useful.
Yep.
So that gets the outstanding.
Yes.
So take a shock. He goes to armor 14. 2 bonus dice. That was 14. Oh, hey. Why don't I give you this coup de grace also? Bonus dice. Last effect was a 19. About 4 and 8.
That's your final answer?
Does anyone else have another coup de grace?
I do. Do you got a card to trade for it?
Yes, I do.
I do, but I would need to roll at least a 5 or a 6. So I don't think it's worth wasting right now.
Who is this that you're trying to hurt right now?
The priest
The
dude.
Saklan priest.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? How bad is it? You think?
Oh, I'm off by 5. I'm doing 4 wounds to
Yeah.
him already.
I think it's fine.
I think we're fine.
All right,
'Cause
then
it's
I'll play that mail.
I think Mark froze.
I hate you so much, Rod.
Thank you, Mark. Bear in mind, this hurts us too, potentially.
Oh, I'm going to try and make it hurt you.
I know, Mark.
Just remember, this is Rod's fault, not mine.
It is, and the odds of me getting what I need to get rid of that GM Fiat card have just drastically decreased. But he did do 4 wounds, and well, I passed him some crappy cards. I wanted him to feel rewarded for it.
Well, I passed them
Liar.
all back out. So...
I spread load that shit.
Spread the love.
And when you're only getting 3, it's bound to happen that you're getting stuff that's like, I can't use this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
That's all good.
You crush him, and he crumples to the ground. The smile frozen on his face in what you would assume is his death grimace as he drops to the ground.
Oh, we get shakes with Grimace?
Purple.
It would be fries.
Oh, for some odd reason, has anybody seen the Fallout series yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I'm just seeing Boyer grab his head like the
Oh, yeah.
suit of armor.
No, that's not quite how that went.
Brotherhood of
All
Steel.
right, so that's all of you guys, and now it's my turn. They run away.
I was just gonna try to taunt them. I see you wore your red shirts and brown pants. Good for you.
The Adinos with the fruit escapes into the jungle. The Pan Pacifica agent melds into the black and is gone with his fruit. Let's see.
No fruit for Aurora.
Oh, they were all just hungry.
All right, and on the villain's turn, so just a question of what we have to do next. There we go with that. There we go with that. Nope. Yep. All right, and I think that's all of me. Cards and pools. I got one left. Okay, and I got two over here. So
We will
Oh.
keep this drama card.
okay, good luck. Let's get the surges out of the way. Oh, Jim.
Here,
Was it one-
apparently.
Oh,
You should have waited one time. There.
You
I
should have
know.
waited.
I know.
Just curious.
I need to add a perk like swap surge rolls with somebody.
I hear about.
Everybody asks, "Why'd
know,
you do that?"
It's
I
like
hear
a
a-
bodyguard.
Yeah, it's like bodyguard, but it's for
Jim needs to
surges.
submit Electo as a backer archetype. So for $1,000, Jim.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so Jerome's disconnected.
Yep.
That's gonna suck for you. All right.
He's in a maelstrom too, so it's like double suck.
Oh yeah. Who'd like to go first? Well, so the darkness is gone.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Means I can see what's on the other side.
Yeah. So
Charlemagne,
I'll come over
Okay.
to the tree, and I'll try to. Well, I can't do my reality, can I? Or can I try to reconnect with the maelstrom out?
So we just can't
Yes, It's
possibility.
not, right. You can't boost
Okay.
it, but you can attempt it.
Yes. You can try
So
and reconnect.
I do not reconnect.
You do not.
Oh, wait. Take that back. Hold on. I am favored at this roll because of my familiar.
Is the familiar still active because you're disconnected?
Oh, that's right. It won't be.
Yeah, because of well, I was gonna say familiar is based on the law, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. I guess.
No. So
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it started first.
It's not.
which doesn't
Oh, is it
matter.
start?
Here.
Doesn't matter in this case. Doesn't matter in this case. Akasha.
Yeah.
But
so
aren't we in a mix zone of Akasha and
No.
we
we-
boarded
no,
it
it's not.
straight of caution.
dominant.
So
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Well then, I don't do it this round, but I'll come on over here and I'll grab one of the fruits.
As you reach up and grab the fruits, it becomes quite. What happened here? It becomes quite obvious.
Cena, the Wizard of Oz.
It becomes quite obvious that what you're holding is a tree born of an Akashan reality. It's just absolutely married up with the reality that you're in. And it's more or less a hard point. You can tell you're standing in a hard point. In fact, you can feel the possibility energy flowing into and around the tree as you grab the fruit before you pluck it.
Okay.
Let's see. and you just feel the world laws and ideas of Akasha flowing through you. Unfortunately, the maelstrom kind of cuts you off from accessing any of it, but you can
Okay.
tell that it's there.
Jeez Louise. It's a lot of possibilities for a small tap.
Yeah, but it's not like you can take a tree. I requisition the tree.
Yeah, I know. I'm just reading it.
Yep.
I mean, come on now. Put it in a plant, then you carry it with you. Put it in a pot, and you carry it with you.
Get a cutting.
Get one of the fancy bags from the aisle.
All right, so that's Jerome. Who's next?
Let's see. How far away from me is Electo right now? Do you say close enough just to get to him in one move?
No, you got to run.
All right.
I'll let you get there in a run, so you're -2 and whatever you want to do.
All right. Well, I'll run up to Electo because he looks like he's been hit by something, and I will take them at -2 and try to alleviate him of his issues.
Thank you.
I guess it would be. So even with a -1, it's still 10.
Yep.
So what happens when you play in the dark? You get hurt.
To be fair, I got hurt in the fight in the warehouse, but you know,
Nah, I missed that.
it's
No,
okay.
It's been 2 weeks. I forgot it.
Seems like it was only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, only about 2 weeks ago.
All right, that's Crag. Who's next?
I will dash over here and attack the two cyber police. Truck
Okay,
police.
-2. -2 for the move. You're running.
Yep. And then
However your
whirlwind
math works
cancels
out.
the other ones. I believe that works.
That's more than sufficient. That's Pierre. Who's next?
I am
Boreas.
Jerome's will.
Borea's gonna walk over to the other side of the tree and look at the Pan Pacifica guy. Say, why aren't you just still running right now? And we will intimidate him
Okay.
or her. Could be a basement.
You don't know.
I really don't know. How does an 11 look?
That is successful. You are 3 off of a good. The number is 9.
We'll take the success and make him vulnerable.
Okay. Get your card.
I get to intimidate on the card, so I get to draw 2 and take the best.
Oh, because it's the thing you do.
Oh yeah, you can have that one.
Lecto Charlemagne.
I'm just going to intimidate these two guys here in front of Pierre.
Cardigus. Okay. This is a 13. Final answer.
No, I'm a mad little
Can't do it.
Keefy. Oh, you're right. Never mind. Yes, that is final answer.
Yeah, put that back in your pocket.
Naughty, naughty.
All right.
Yeah.
Charlemagne.
Well, I did tell you I was going to try to do my best to get rid of that card, so I will do so. Still have a -2. Well, that's enough to draw and rearrange. So I'll draw 1. If you want, you can send those 2 to me. Because I don't remember the... Yeah, thank you. Probably should have waited for you to hit both up there before I clicked accept, but it's
I do that every time too, knowing that there are extras coming.
right.
It's just habit,
Mm-hmm.
reflex. Okay, that's all of you.
Yeah. All right. So basically, then, oh, where'd that third one go? Oh, it
It's on
dropped.
the table right now.
Drops the table.
All right. All I did was move it back.
Yeah, I see that.
Delayed, not undone.
All right. That's all of you. Are they? Boria, you guys went after the Pan Pacifica guy, right?
I intimidated the Pan Pacifica guy. Yes.
Did anybody over in this group do anything with the nobody did anything with the church police guys. They just went after Pan Pacifica, right?
Yep.
All right. So he's going to be target fixated. That's enough.
That's why I made him vulnerable. Oh, what? Do you want some of this? Ugh.
Remember, this is Rod's fault.
Only for.
Oh,
Only
I can't
in
do
our
that.
turn.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Son of a
Yep.
bitch. I can't do
No,
that.
wait. It
Oh, you
ended
can.
on
You
the
can.
end-
It ended on
yeah,
our turn,
on the end of our turn.
so you can do it.
Oh yeah.
You totally
But
do
No,
it.
because
It's the soap.
because then you can soak. That's so.
Yeah.
Eh.
Mhm.
Meh. You know what? Yeah, I am gonna do it because
Yeah, it's an
reasons.
up two.
Reasons. Never mind. Oh. Let's see. That leaves me with these two, Pierre and Coqui. Pierre and Coqui. Okay. And we're gonna hand wave this because they're Cardigas and street beaters, and you are gonna freaking erase them. Crag can walk over there and erase all of them if he wanted to. So, let's see. Yep. So we're gonna declare them either runoff or dead. Doesn't really matter. That's expired. Very sad.
How much fruit is on this tree?
A lot.
Oh, a lot.
They were plucking it. They had a cherry picker and they were plucking it and harvesting it and putting it in the
Okay.
crates in the building. But they had a couple of days worth of work left to do. I think, or maybe a day or something like that. But there's still fruit that you could find on the tree
Oh,
easy. Do you
so-
have the fruit smoothie?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Borya's going to just grab one of the fruit and just eat it.
Okay. Okay. So did you read what it does?
I did read it, that does.
Okay.
So, but I'm not wounded or anything like that. So,
Okay.
what does it taste like? It tastes
Oh,
like,
it
does it taste
is
like victory?
it tastes like the most delicious thing that you can think of that takes you back to your childhood. That piece of food that you savored the most, and you were polite about. Okay, you weren't, but most people were polite about letting other people have a portion of the things until it came to this one thing, and then you always were like, if I can get more of this, I will absolutely do whatever I have to do to get an extra portion.
That's nice, but it really tastes like durian fruit.
Like what?
Durian fruit.
Yeah, the
It
one
is
that
Oh, I was
really-
going to.
smells like rotting flesh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It tastes like that. Favorite Russian chocolate.
There you go. I was
I
gonna say Borya gets a tear as he remembers his mother giving him his favorite chocolate. It's beautiful.
Coke. Oh, it was. He was. It's. I'm gone, and he's pointing over to the scorch mark on the ground.
Oh
Oh yeah,
yes,
he
yes.
skipped away. He left.
He changed his name.
It's- he got burnt by the toast.
Yes, that would be a way. Yes.
And it is 9:30. Let's go ahead and before we move, that's going to be the end of an act. So, you guys managed to pile into your helicopter successfully. You follow your trail back to the helicopter where you left it, piling the helicopter and escape the jungle. Um, and when you get back, your the Delphi Council contacts Kokwi, and she has news for you. And so let's go ahead and drop our cards to the table. Reset your possibilities to
Starting.
3.
Hey, Mark, I guess I won't be using a seize initiative on that card you've been holding up.
Oh yeah, I knew I wasn't getting. There was always going to be something.
Doing my best, though, to give you hope. I'm not.
No, you're not.
All right, and we are going to take a break. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Oh,
And we're back from our little break and jumping into a new act. All you, Mark.
Sorry, the Cubs just freaking caught the Mets at home plate at the bottom of the ninth for the third out. Oh, I got it on mute. Okay, so everybody got 5 experience for that. Who's spending what?
Craig just upped his dex from 6 to 7.
Ooh.
Nice. Nimble dwarf. Learning to 2-step.
I'm not buying anything.
I am opening the book to confirm that I meet the prerequisites, but I should be taking the perk control the situation.
Yeah, I'm
Because,
not.
there's a line on the drama card that I can't currently control.
I'm sorry, Rod. He's safe. Balls. Okay.
I'm not spending anything right now.
This is what I've been agonizing over the whole time. Like I've been while we were all on break, I'm looking from like my character sheet in Roll20, my spreadsheet on my other screen, and back and forth. A little bit of analysis paralysis.
What's your decision?
Well, I don't have one, hence the analysis paralysis.
No, you have a choice. Okay, what's your choice?
Yeah. So I'm looking at probably either situational awareness, which you all know is good. I'm thinking it's a little less necessary with Jim taking what he just did. And then super skill and throwing 4 more points into precog.
I mean, being better at what you're already good at that's not a bad choice. Super
It's
skill,
not.
but
I do not qualify for the perk, Rod.
You don't? Okay.
what
Not
do you
without-
call?
The other option is saving XP for precog mastery first before I do the super skill.
You immediately benefit from super skill, though, don't you?
Correct. And so it's a question of how much will I get to play this character? I just don't know. If it's I don't know how much longer because of how much XP he has. Then
There
I go
isn't.
with skill.
There is at least one act before in front of this character that you know of.
Yeah. I will not have a decision.
Okay, so nothing's spent yet. What, Jim? Out of curiosity, what aspect of the perk don't you qualify for?
The mind.
There you go. So you're gonna bump your mind. What are you gonna do?
To bump my mind and get the perk, I need 43 unspent XP, and I currently only have 34.
What
So
about-
you're not gonna get there from here.
Correct.
Okay. All right, Robert. We didn't do this at the end of the last scene. Give me one more. Roll to reconnect, please. This is in the Akashan dominant zone. Almost, but you didn't transform. So okay, you reconnected in the flight back. You're fine.
Actually, in a dominant zone, it's only the -4 penalty, so I would get it.
I thought
no,
he had
that's Jerome. That's Jerome. I thought. Oh no, you said Robert. Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, it does get it because I was thinking pure.
Yeah.
My bad.
I just realized I was still muted.
Cubs win. Cubs win. They upheld the call. You're welcome, Rod. Mets lose. Okay, sorry. Let's see. So we are opening Act 7. As you were returning back Koqui's tablet goes off, and she gets a dispatch from the Delphi Council marked urgent that Raphael has been spotted. He's turned up in the Godnet. Whatever he's planning, you may be able to stop him before it's too late. So let's get into the opening bit for scene 1. You make it back to Rio de Janeiro, arriving in mid-afternoon. The city is much calmer than when you last saw it. All the fires set by O Batista's zealots have long since been put out, and the riots forcibly quashed, with much loss of life. But a heavy tension still lingers in the air. People move through the city past extra church street meter barricades and patrols. Extra Cygoils and drones have been deployed on the major streets to keep an eye on things. You're sure another prophet might touch things off again, but every one of the prophets drawing big crowds and winning hearts against the cyber papacy are gone, dead, in hiding, or in re-education camps. So for now, Rio is once more under Malro's control. The Delphi Council is a safe house in Ipanema, not far from the world-famous beach, which is now usually deserted, as such things are frowned upon in the New Order. From there, you learn Raphael has popped up in Buenos Aires and is already bringing in the masses with his fiery oration and astonishing miracles, including the ability to travel about instantly at will and to take a bullet without any apparent injury. He's calling himself Escogido or Elegido, if you're Spanish, the chosen one, saying he was sent to show the masses the true potential of the cyber papacy and calling on them to reject Malro as a false prophet. He might just be another charismatic, self-described messiah, but you know the truth. Raphael is an ex-crook somehow merged with a human. In the moments before he disappeared, he described the body as a prototype. You shudder to think what might happen if he ever perfects his darkness device mortal union. It is clear something needs to be done.
So we lost,
Yes.
right?
And so
we go home now.
we know he is the god.
What? Oh, he's in like the god. That is like Kerr, but happy shiny
Nicer.
people.
Yes. He is the god in the net.
Not yet. He's just trying to become it, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, he seems a little worse than that Malro guy.
Yeah.
Did you see the crazy look on his eye? Oh. Mark, shall we get some cards?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's grab some cards.
We should be back to 4, or did we get glory last act? I can't remember.
4.
We got like 3 glories.
Oh,
in
that's
one
right.
round last act.
I wasn't there, so we're up to 5, right?
Yeah, but
Yes.
does Akasha like wipe that out so it doesn't matter anymore?
While in Akasha.
Yeah.
Oops.
You draw 5 cosm cards.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? Son of a bitch.
So, if you would be so kind.
Hang on. Fuck, you guys all went and got your stuff.
I did not.
Well,
I didn't, but recall and shuffle them all. It'll be easier.
yes.
Yep.
Hey, because I made.
That really sucks because that was the best hand I have ever had.
I'm sorry, Robert.
Hey,
You know, I don't feel bad for you, Robert. It's almost like watching everyone else roll 1s and 2s when you want to.
Wow.
That's true.
He's not wrong.
Jim, just copycat everything.
Yeah, I know, but I have a
Hang on, let me
line,
shuffle.
a gray line, and I feel like copycatting or telepathing every round just walks a little too close to that line.
Not if you need it.
And
Right.
I gotta recall these.
There are times where I'm like, oh, I could use some more melee weapons, because Mark should
All
miss
right.
me more.
Go get them.
This time I will grab this SD cards.
And I assume a cyber papal card.
That is correct.
Nice. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh, really? Of course.
Yep. No idea cards this adventure.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I got to draw first, Jim.
Oh, fair.
And what's in my hand but an idea card?
Is that still in effect? That's not.
No,
I
it just
that was
just
last
drew
time.
lost
He
animation.
drew it and played it.
Oh, son of a bitch! You did.
Because you
Well,
have
let's
to.
play immediately.
Yeah.
All right, Jim.
I think I got Robert's hand.
Well, if you're
Opponent
feeling
fails,
magnanimous, you could always trade it to him.
flurry, hero, adrenaline. I'm like, this is
Oh no,
great.
that's a good hand for you.
Yeah.
Did anybody draw Glory?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to trade it to me?
Um.
Just in case.
Sure. And you are down here.
Nope. Mine dropped to the table accidentally.
Okay. Connection.
Yep.
Got it.
From the reports that Coakley shows you from the Delphi Council, you can see it's clearly Raphael. He looks very energetic, refreshed, enlivened, probably 20 years younger in appearance, if not 40. I mean, youthful is a word that springs to mind now. Spry, running about, fit. Clearly, he is. Her reporting indicates that both the Delphi Council has spotted him in two places. He's in the Godnet, but he's also out in the flesh at the same time, which is odd because typically when you're nodding, your dead head is immobile while you're running around in the Godnet, and it's not usual that you can do both at the same time.
So we go walk up to him and just punch him in the face. He's done for, yes?
Well, Coakley has shown you a video of him being shot, apparently an assassination attempt that on anybody else would be successful, except he kind of did what Neo did, and it didn't affect him in the slightest. And it's not like a Storm Knight soaking a wound and pulling a possible future out of reality and connecting it with himself and avoiding taking a damage. It looks he was clearly shot, and it didn't affect him.
So we go into
Perhaps.
Godnet and punch him, right?
That might be more effective, yes.
Pierre, when Boreas says that, it kind of tickles the back end of your mind, or Charlemagne. You guys both kind of see at the same time. Think about, there might be some kind of connection between the image that you're seeing in the Godnet and the Raphael that's running around in the flesh, and maybe there's some kind of a conduit that he's somehow established between the darkness, or maybe there's some kind of conduit that the darkness device, because Urban Crooks, where's his power greatest?
In the Godnet.
In the Godnet.
So we have to go into Godnet where
If-
he is most powerful and
if you have
punch him.
if you have
Okay.
ranks in computers, give me a roll.
Oh,
I don't yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Are we
here you
using
go.
computers?
If you have to have ranks in it.
Yeah, but I mean, are we physically using computers?
No. This is drawing on your knowledge of computers. Oh, which apparently everybody is flabbergasted with and doesn't really, you know.
The 15's no
Oh,
good.
sorry.
No, your target number is 18.
Ah. Well, hold on then.
You want a willpower?
Yeah, sure. Drop it to the table.
Oop.
Thank you. That you dropping it, right, Mike?
That was me, correct.
There's an adrenaline.
Oh, I like that.
That'll give me an 18 mark.
Charlemagne, it occurs to you that you remember hearing of a story about a nodder that went by the handle of Santiago, a Spaniard, who was a famous, well, notorious really, plunderer of reliquaries. And I mean, so much so that the church kind of stopped looking for everything else and focused on him for a time. And they found him, and they turned him into angel bait, and they thought they had won, and they celebrated, but something weird happened, and it seemed like Santiago has some kind of a ghost in the machine, if you will, running around in the Godnet now. That it it's kind of bizarre, but he just pops up here and there, and it seems to be not a ghost story, more of a legend that you've heard, but the evidence seems to indicate that Santiago might be a real thing if you can only figure out how to find him. He's the stories you remember sound a lot like what Raphael seems to be doing in the Godnet. There seems to be some kind of a connection there that shouldn't be. It's things that shouldn't be happening,
Right.
but are.
I will share that information with folks here.
So we find this Santiago, try to maybe figure out what's going on with the burnt toast.
That's what it sounds like to me.
So
I'm not sure how we find a guy that doesn't want to be found, though.
he liked to like get into that reliquary thing. Maybe we go in and do the same thing. Eh? Eh?
And then puts it on the net that it was so easy to do, anybody could do it. That's what we would do in Russia, right? We would just insult them until they draw them out to a fight.
Oh, pretty much, yes.
That's what I've heard.
Or we get a giant digital spray paint, go into like the one internal, the Godnet churches and start spraying paint. Santiago was here. Eat me.
What?
That will get his attention, right?
I think less so. He might approve of that.
Oh. Does Colqui. Colqui. Do you like know how we can find the Santiago guy?
Why? It's just a legend. He's not real.
Sure. So the burnt toast doesn't live around here either. I don't know what I'm saying. Sure.
You just want to say burnt toast over.
Yeah, I do. But some legends are true.
Yaz is to be one of them.
Or it could be based on reality. Who knows?
You think Santiago's? You think that those stories have some basis in fact?
Does it give you hope?
Well, I mean, I don't know what else we would do.
There we go.
I suppose. Yeah, Well, I mean, we I guess we could go into the GodNet and look. I mean, it can't hurt.
Oh, I can hurt a lot.
It could, but I think it is our best option.
If we were going to Kerr, it would hurt more. So let's
No, we're
go
not
into.
going into Kerr. She shudders when you say the name.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. It's a place. Okay.
It's a place.
So it is. So look at Jerome and Charlemagne. Say, okay, you're going to boot this in, yes?
Yeah, I can do that if we are ready to go.
Well,
Well,
are we able to? Do we have a place that we could do this safely? Because I do not wish for us to be interrupted while
yes,
we were in the
I know a
GodNet.
place. I
Well, that's
might
good.
know a place if that's what we want to do. She kind of looks like she's not really sure. Is that what?
It's okay. We are heroes. We do this all the time.
Well, okay.
Oh.
Hey, we're so dead.
Craig starts praying.
We're so. Was that what you said? We're so dead.
Yep. That's what he said.
I didn't say anything.
Hang on.
So we go into GodNet, we find Santiago guy, we make him tell his secrets. Sound right?
Oh, household drama. All right, so we are at a safe house in the countryside that Coqui takes you to. Secluded.
It looks like France.
It does look like France. That's it's actually Spain.
Oh wow.
It's Barcelona because this came out of the Barcelona uh, Digital Demons thing. Because I mean, why not use that if we're gonna go into the GodNet? All right, so how are we getting in? We've got is Jerome back? Jerome was be right back, and his mic is muted. Charlemagne, how do you think you should break this out?
Where is it that we're starting?
You are Coqui's gotten you into the safe house, and they've given you full access on her say so. So you're in the that's that image to the right is the construct of the safe house. So you have to be either in the resistance communicate. It's best to be in the resistance communications area, but you could be in the living quarters if you wanted to. You have to be somewhere with a conduit out.
Okay.
Or you create a problem the way that you connect. You're putting nodes in between you and the data path, if you will.
So we're starting basically in the communications.
Yeah, that's yes, correct.
That's what I was trying to. That's what.
So, you've got Pierre doesn't have a deck, so you've got Jerome, I think, and Charlemagne with decks.
Yeah.
Okay, so how are we doing this? Are you the only ones going in? Is only one of you going in? Is everybody going in?
Well, I mean, this is the node for the resistance. I mean, for the safe house.
May I suggest that we can both go in on separate decks, but we can have a little friend can do telepathy so that we can gain communication.
You broke up real bad, Rod. I missed.
He's-
I was basically saying we should make sure that we have telepathy going before we do anything.
Go in.
Yeah. And then we go in with both decks, and we're not splitting the party so much as we are communicating with each other. It's kind of what I was thinking could work pretty well.
Well, ride-alongs have access to the software in the deck. So
Yeah.
who's
Yeah,
riding?
he's saying I cast telepathy so that I can at least talk to the other people on the other deck.
I got it. Yeah. No, I'm with you. But that's Deadhead. Once you're in the Godnet, you're in the Godnet, and you put that back up in the Godnet. It's different. You've moved into realms. My concern at this point is who's riding along on whose deck, and if you want, you can get the resistance folks can provide you with a charity deck to get you in, but it doesn't have any software. It's just a conduit on, but you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay back and protect bodies.
Okay, so we're gonna put Pierre. Where did Pierre go? There's Pierre. What physical room are you going to be in, Pierre?
I will physically be where, I guess, if they're over here in the Godnet, I will be, if this is the room that they were in to connect to the Godnet, that's where I want to be.
Okay, but you're not actually connecting. I'm just going to put you on, half off, because you're in the room but not in the Godnet.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
And I guess Crag is doing the same thing.
Yeah, Craig's not really intelligent enough to be inside that computer thingy. He's got to be out here hitting and healing if necessary.
Oh, there's multiple Charlemagnes. It's throwing me off. I think the one in the living quarters should not be there.
One's a computer clone and the other...
I mean...
You are correct, Mike.
Okay, so where's Boria and Spoot?
Spoot's going to hang out with everybody outside because he's not going into the Godnet.
Okay.
Boria will say, "Oh, I want to see this Godnet," so he'll ride with Charlemagne.
Okay.
And I'll ride with Jerome.
Okay.
Yep.
There we go. So that's how we're setting up. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So it goes you've got some resistance guys that are like, we will set up ice so that you can leave and come back if you're seen when you jack out, when you create a portal or you otherwise exit, they will trace you back to us. So you must make certain that you are not seen by church forces. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, this is standard operating procedure.
It is, but he looks at you and then he looks at Boria and says, "But you have some non-standard operating procedures going with you."
I look at
It's
Boria.
okay.
Stanley. Okay.
All right, so we'll do our best, but and we'll be able to talk, and we're monitoring your progress from here. We've got all the security cameras up, and the whole thing is on lockdown. Nobody's supposed to come and go. They all know we're doing something important. So, all right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys boot up and jack in.
Yep.
Okay. And you're on the streets of Barcelona, or not Barcelona, Rio.
Rio.
Well,
On the outskirts, outside of you're near the block that is close to the house, but you're not. It's not like you stepped out of the house. So they apparently the resistance has covered your entry. What would you like to do?
Well, we should see if we can find anyone who knows about this legend and maybe has heard of him and seen, right? Maybe seen some sort of sign of him? Are there other people here on the streets as we're looking around?
It seems to be typical what you would come to expect the typical inhabitants look like in this area. The piety scores are actually unusually high. They're not like astronomically high. They're commoner high. Um, the people of Rio seem to be very faithful. Um,
Well, sure, that's what they want everyone to think.
Mhm.
uh, their piety scores say that they're very faithful.
Sure.
Well, sure.
Um,
We might not want to talk to somebody with a high piety score. They're a lot more likely to turn us in.
the or somebody with a lower score trying to get to a higher score. The iconography on the buildings is there, but it seems to be more plain than you're used to. It seems to be not austere so much so as it is just they don't this group of people doesn't seem to need as much, you know, cyber papacy beating over the head. They have welcomed it and they're embracing it and that it's just kind of plain is actually the best word I can give you. Um, but it's just, it's the streets. You're in a city.
Okay,
What would
wait.
you like to
I'm
do?
really confused. The GodNet is
Not
just
looking like the
basically-
GodNet.
it's looking like an augmented reality of Rio.
No, I'm. It looks like the GodNet, but you know how when you go into the GodNet, say in France, it's just really shiny, polishy, over the top. Everything is somehow related to the church, and it's
Yeah.
all connected. And there's holograms and holographs everywhere. That stuff is there. But it doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be as as overdone as it is for those of you who are not cyber papal. It has always struck me as this is over the top kind of stuff for the cyber papacy. It doesn't seem like it doesn't feel necessary here. The point you may be overthinking it. I may be doing that to you. It's the fact that Rio's always been a heavy Catholic presence.
Right.
Brazil has always have been a heavy Catholic presence, and they readily absorbed into the cyber papacy without too much difficulty. The
Okay.
general populace. It's
Okay.
I'm sidetracking you.
They don't need as much propaganda.
Correct.
Okay.
So
Oh,
if
we
you
didn't-
were, oh, go
Sorry.
ahead, Mike.
Kokui. Is Kokui going in or staying out?
Koku can come. I don't mind. Probably Koku would still go with
Me.
Electo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She can be a good guide, especially if other people here are still speaking Portuguese, which we don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Darn it! I should have learned Portuguese. That's what I should have done. Maybe I spend enough time with Kokui, I can learn Portuguese. All right.
So,
I'll ask her if she's ever been in the GodNet before.
okay. It's been a while since played. You remember that she is a seasoned storm knight that
Yeah.
took some injuries and stepped away. And for when you met her, she was very keen on hearing about your missions and tales and whatnot, and sounds like she wants to get back into it. And in fact, in your company, in your group's company, she seemed very comfortable and at ease and fits in really well from an operational standpoint. So it's
Right, but
quite
that
clear.
doesn't.
Oh
I
yeah,
just want to make sure she's actually been in the GodNet.
yeah, she's
before
cyber papacy. She's Delphi Council stationed in Cyberpaps. She knows what she's doing.
Okay. I just want to. I'll check with her and make sure that this looks normal to her.
Everything
when
that
she's been
that
there
you've seen
before.
of her seems that she knows what she's doing and has done this before, and she's like, it's the God
Okay.
Ned and Rio.
Well, I'll explain to her the differences in other when we've been there before, so that's why it's striking us as odd.
She
No.
just kind of shrugs it off and then essentially says what Liam said. Yeah,
Yep.
they don't need as much to force to move them in the direction that the church wants them to go.
Yeah. That's nice. But so where would you find
Reliquary.
the naughty people here who like to
Um,
do weird things in the gun
they
method?
tend to move around. We would perhaps maybe need to simply discreetly inquire.
Okay.
Yep.
So a little put buddy. Put buddy. That's how you say it, right? The put buddy.
Yes.
Poot
Let us.
buddy?
Buddy. What I'm saying. Put buddy.
Poot buddy.
Put buddy.
Poot buddy.
Mhm.
Yes. Let us see if we can start asking around.
So give me
Discreetly.
are we going to do a group ask around roll or are we going to do individual ask around rolls?
Oh, I'm not asking anything. I'll help somebody, but that's about it.
You start talking.
That yes, Boria does not know discreet.
All right, so let's get assistance streetwise rolls. Keep in mind that which cyber deck you're on.
I apologize. I may have to jump out shortly because there was an email that I need to deal with.
Like done for the night shortly.
Yeah. But just a question. Since we're in the GodNet, beyond just talking to people, is there any way to search for traces?
What did you have in mind?
Well, we know where he had been seen.
You know what
You know,
the
he had
legend. You know
been-
what the legends and rumors say. Sure.
Right. No.
Yeah. But the thing is, we can go there and also kind of look to see what was there. You know, to kind of look at
Do
the
a follow in
rumors
his
and
footsteps.
stuff. Yeah. I mean, we can also talk to people. I mean, Electo is good at that.
Yeah,
But
we
I'm
can
just
go-
thinking in
go
terms
to-
of computers, is doing a trace.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what. If you want to give me a computers roll, Jerome.
Okay. Because I mean, I can get us to virtually any node. So
Well, this is more of digging up information and stuff.
mhm.
That's sufficient. So your research time and your inquiries and your skill at digging into mountains of data and finding the nugget that you need has successfully acquired for your Streetwise test a +4.
Okay.
So you have acquired some information that refines who Electo might want to talk to and ask
Okay.
the right questions of the right people.
Okay.
So if anybody else wants to assist Electo in his Streetwise role, feel free to give those assistance.
And again, I apologize, but I do need to go and take care of this because it's time
Okay.
sensitive.
We
Okay.
may just let Electo do his Streetwise role and call it at this point if we want, unless
I
you guys want to
helped.
keep going.
Seems
You
like
did
it's
help.
a pause.
Yeah. I think it's probably a decent pause place.
Okay, well let's get the Streetwise resolved and then we'll do that.
But I
So
am going to just go on and go off. So
that's cool.
thanks.
Yeah, you got
Yep,
your
see you later,
+4 in
Robert.
there. Thanks, Robert.
Take it, Robert.
All right.
So is
Boria,
anybody else assisting?
that would
Good.
only be at that
Doing
point.
I'm doing the assisting by staying out of the way.
Noted. All right. So +5 total.
Yeah.
I think a larger number would be better.
You actually think that should have been sufficient. You really, really think you should have got somewhere and you got nothing. So what I'm telling you is piling more on isn't going to help you.
Isn't going to help. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I figured.
You think you were successful. You think you did what you had to do to get what normally you would have been fruitful and provided results, and you got nothing.
Which answers
Well-
a certain kind of question.
It's the
Mhm.
burnt toast. He's stopping us at everywhere. He's everywhere in the god net.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Exactly.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
It's-
You're not sorry.
So as you flounder around for several hours, and it just feels like you're like, I got nothing. I don't know what else to do, and you're getting ready to end the nod and jack out, and on this would pop up on Jerome's deck.
Mhm.
It's a simple readout that says, "Meet me at Café Parisien in Temperance." There's no Jerome puts his considerable computer skills behind trying to trace the signal, figuring out who sent it or where it came from or where it went to, and he does quite well, and he draws a blank.
Perfect.
Look, the tree bore fruit like the other one we had fruit.
Seriously? Okay, sure. Oh, I love Borea. All right, I guess we're gonna call it there for the night.
Alright.
We have mystery.
So
Yes.
I just put a note there because I'm gonna forget that. By the I mean, I
That's
already
all right, I
forgot
got
what
it.
the cafe.
It was Cafe
Cafe
Parisian
Parisien. Here, I gotta tell you what. Let's do
in
this.
Temperance.
I will do this. A message pops up on Jerome's deck that reads.
you are all going to die. Oh, wrong message.
There you go.
Okay.
Is that far from Rio? Okay.
That's a location. Coakley says Temperance in the Godnet. Ooh. And that's where we'll call it.
So we have to break down walls. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what happens next, come join us next Wednesday to find out. And of course, if you can't wait that long to get your tabletop RPG fix, you can join us on Saturday night for our GUI Reincarnate, and of course on Monday for our Mutants and Masterminds, if the stars all align correctly. And then back here, of course, on Wednesday. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.